Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. I'm going to continue working on the Eclectic Florals journal. That's the giveaway journal. Now, if you haven't caught the video for the giveaway, then do go ahead and watch that because you need to enter the giveaway on that video. And then once you've done that, then for every other video that you watch between that launch video and the close of the giveaway, you will earn an additional entry. So you can't just enter on this video, you need to enter on the main video, and then the comment on this video will count. Hopefully that makes sense, but please let me know if you have any questions around that. So today I want to play with a little idea. I'm not sure how it's going to go, so bringing you along for the ride. So I have here one of the printable pages from the Vintage Wrapping Paper Set 2 kit from the Junk Journal Studio. I have already pre-trimmed it and I've trimmed it down to the width of my page. My page that I'm working with in the journal is this one here. It's a book page and it's slightly narrower than my other pages. So it may look quite narrow, and it is because it's a narrower page. So this bit can go to the side. So I'm going to work with this bit. I'm working with a fraction under 5 inches. And I'm just going to start playing because I don't know how this is going to go. It's not something I've done before. So first off, I've kind of got a rough idea, but I haven't tried it. So hopefully it works. Yeah, otherwise I might be scrapping the video and doing a redo, but that's okay. We will see what happens. So I'm measuring one side at 4 inches. Please excuse me for those that don't work in inches. Here in New Zealand we work in metric, but when I'm crafting I just find it so much easier to do inches typically. So I'm kind of a bit different like that, I guess. But it helps when you've got a ruler that does both. So just a fraction over 10 centimetres by just over 5 centimetres is what I'm working with, in case you would like the centimetres. Actually, I don't need to rule it. I can just grab out my handy dandy cutter and cut it. Super exciting. Tools that make life easy, or easier. So just lining up those 2 marks and chop. Cool. Now I do want to fold down the top edge just a little to reinforce the pocket. I could put a strip of paper on instead, which possibly I should do instead of folding it down, but we've done this now, so we're just going to go with it. Just going to take off that corner that sticks out because we don't want that sticking out. And what I want to do is a series of pockets that work their way up the page. So this is my idea, hopefully, is have a pocket like so, and then have another pocket that goes the other way, and then I'm thinking 3, and then another one that goes that way. So you'll have 3 different pockets with the different angles. So 2 will be the same, and then the middle one will go the opposite way. So I need to then make sure I do it the opposite way round when I do the next one. So that one went, so that's the... This could be a bit of mental arithmetic. I think actually what I need to do, oh sorry, that was very loud, is make this a straight line again, because I think that's going to just be too confusing. Hopefully I've got enough on this bit of paper to get the 3 pockets. That could be a bit unfortunate. If there's not, we might just have to make a 3rd pocket a different paper if that's the case. Right. So this one we want the high side to be here. So this side needs to be our 4 inches. Hey Georgie, did you hear Georgie? He's singing at me. What you doing, baby? Is it warm outside? It's quite windy today and warmed up. It was cold this morning. I haven't actually taken my sweatshirt off because I'm not hot, but it was quite cold inside, but it's been beautiful outside. Right, so let's do our angle here. Doesn't matter if they're not all exactly the same because they're going to be stacked. So differences will be negligible. Again, I'm going to fold down that top because that's what I did on the first one, so I'm just going to keep going with that. So I hope you're all doing well today. On the day that this will be going up, it'll be a public holiday for me here. It's not a countrywide one, it's just a regional one. It's Canterbury Anniversary Day, but locally we call it Show Day because it's also the day that the Christchurch AMP show happens to be on. Well, it's actually a 3-day show, so it's one of the days that the show is on. It starts on Wednesday, I believe, and goes till Friday. I don't think it's on Saturdays. Actually, it could be room for 4, but I don't think I've got enough paper for 4. I'm thinking I maybe should have done these a bit deeper. Now, have I got enough space? Is that... No, our top one might be a bit... Which way round? For maybe I might be okay. Because I think this side needs to be our long side. So let's mark that off. I think I will actually be okay. I'll get the same size pocket, I think. So 4 inches. I'm not trimming off the bottom to make it flat this time because I'm working down from the top. Is that going to work? No, that's not going to work. What am I doing? Oh dear, this is an interesting video, isn't it? That's the long side. Then up from that point needs to be 2 inches. Up from that point. It would be easier if I cut the bottom straight, because then I'd know where I'm going. So 2 inches there, and then so there to there. Will that, does that work? Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to trim it, guys. I am getting horribly confused. If I'd thought it through and done a prototype, I might work out a way to cut them so that they all kind of work and you don't have to trim that bit off, but I don't know, my head's not there today. Right, so this is the long side and we have a short one. That's okay. And so I'm still going to go 2 inches down on this side. So it is going to be that first mark that I made. It's okay, I don't mind having a slightly shorter one at the top. A shallower pocket. So there. So we've got some fun triangles left over that could be interesting to play with. Turn into a banner or something. And if not, then collage. There's always something you can do. Right, so again, folding down the top. Actually, because this one's shallower, Do we want to use a strip of paper instead? I think we do. Rather than lose more height, that's not long enough. There we go, that will do. Rather than lose some of the height, let's just add a bit of paper on. And that will do the same trick. Just cut myself a strip here. Oh my gosh, I just love my guillotine so much. One of the best tools I've bought. Go, trim that off, just so I'm not having lots of excess gluey paper running around. So if you haven't seen this trick, I do this quite a lot. Rather than folding down the top, I will take a strip of offcut from printing a digital or printing out my photos, whatever, wherever you happen to have some spare white paper. It doesn't have to be white, it could be anything, because it's not going to be seen. Just to reinforce top edges of pockets and tuck spots and things. Like so. It's super easy and quick to do. And getting gluey paper off your scissors is fun, not part of it. It's part of crafting, isn't it? And you don't sacrifice any of your height or width, depending what you don't want to lose. Okay, so we have that now reinforced at the top there. So we can stagger our pockets. Why is that not working? Why is, because it is a shorter pocket, that's why it's not working. Okay, so I was hoping to have them overlaps. Oh, I didn't glue that one down. Hang on, let's just do that. Hoping that the paper underneath would carry on down. So it would kind of be seamless, but that's okay. This will work too. So now I just need to ink them. So I'm going to leave a little gap in between, I think, and space them out. That one doesn't seem to be straight. What's going on with it? Is it not straight? I can't seem to get it to... Well, it's pretty straight. Why does it look funky? Is it this? Well, they should be straight because they've all been cut from the same paper, so maybe I'm just holding them funny. Then we've got peaks of the greenery from the book page and behind, so I'm not upset about that. And then we have staggered pockets. Cute. I think that's really nice. Okay, let's go ahead and ink them up. And that'll give them a bit of separation from each other, so you can see where one begins and one ends. Sorry, I'm probably off camera there. I have got a new camera rig. My other one is still usable at the moment, but the holder is cracked and it could go at any moment. So I ordered myself a new holder. And let me just... Did I not? I thought I had glued these down. What is going on? I'm losing the plot. You get what you pay for. So it was cheap, but I thought, well, it hasn't got a light with it, so that's probably why it's cheaper, you know, because it's got less, hasn't got the electrical function, cabling, all that sort of thing. But I have to say the quality is is what you pay for. And the height that they said on the listing was 1.35 meters, And I measured that out, and it's like, yeah, that looks to be a good height for what I want, because I wanted something that sits over top of my desk, because my other one doesn't. It has to be angled, and you know, it just gives really weird angles. So it arrived today. My new rig arrived today. Unpacked it, and it's like, yeah, 1.35 meters if you have the thing extended to its full height, which means it's totally vertical and not extended over your work surface at all. So it was like, if I had it on the floor and extended over my work surface, you'd be like down here, and you would see like this much of my project. I was like, oh no. But however, I fiddled around, I played around, and a bit of MacGyvering. I've currently got it, the base plate, wedged in the bookcase that's in front of my desk, half on the bookcase, half on a stack of magazines, and then angled so it's about the height that I need. So hopefully when hubby gets home, because it's a long weekend, he might be able to whip me up a wooden block or something to attach it to, so it's not quite so dodgy. Because at the moment I would not be able to get any books or magazines out of my bookcase, which is not that convenient. But I think it's good for now, you know, for doing this video. And I've tested it, seen how this is not gluing very well. Tested how it recorded for sound and positioning, and it seems okay. The only thing is, the holder that the phone goes in is cheap plastic, like much lower quality than the one I've been using. I don't know how long it's going to last with taking the phone in and out. We shall see. But the other one could break at any time, and I did need to get a replacement, and I needed one fairly quickly, because my worst fear was that I wouldn't be able to do a video because I had no way of holding the phone. So there we go, that's where I'm at today. So let me know what you think of the position of the camera. The sound quality, is it better, worse? And I'm still using the light from my previous one, because this new one right here doesn't have the light, as I said, so I'm using the light to the side of my old one. And I'm not sure whether, you know, I can see a little bit of shadowing as I'm working here, but I don't know if it's being picked up super badly or anything. So a bit of feedback just on what you think, how it is, whether I need to tinker with it a little bit more or reposition my light or something. Yeah, just let me know. I have no idea. Right, that way, that way. Okay, get them in the right order. So just want to make sure they're roughly equidistant, equally spaced as much as possible. It needs to go up a little bit more, a little bit more. I'm being so pedantic, aren't I? Fussy, being fussy. I'm just going to make a little pencil mark at the corners where I need to pop that. That's all right. That's just me. I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist, as much as I try not to be, but it makes me happy to have things nice and as good as I can do them. So let's just go with that. Right, is that my pencil mark? Yep, that's my pencil mark. Oh, and there's the other one. I could see another mark and it was like, surely that's not my pencil mark. No, it's not. Super pretty papers. I really wanted to use this iris picture because it's purple and it matches the journal, you know, because there's a lot of purple going on. So I really wanted this iris one in here. So all the links will be down in the description box if you're interested in taking a look at this kit. I'm also using the Spring Bounty kits. So this is a Spring Bounty, and I'm using the Spring Bounty Fussy Cuts and Ephemera as well. All from the Junk Journal Studio on Etsy. I am on her design team. Just absolutely adore working with these digitals. They're wonderful. Been so blessed of late working with some wonderful designers. It's just so humbling to be able to work with all their beautiful kits. Right, isn't that fun? I hope you like that. I'm rather tickled with it. It worked. It took a little bit of thinking power. It did, but we got there, and it wasn't too difficult at the end of the day. Right, so have I got any journal cards or anything already cut out? I'm not sure. Just let me look in my bin. Sorry, I'm off camera. Oh, that's a pretty envelope, and that's a pretty pocket. Not what I'm looking for, but oh my gosh, they're pretty. Here's a scrap, which could be fun to turn into a journal card. Okay, here's some bits and pieces. That was made in a previous video. Here's a... Okay, just pulling out some bits and pieces here from my pre-cut stuff. Isn't that nice, calling it stuff? Okay, I should have a couple more of these, I think. Well, no, that's the only one I can find, but that's okay. We only need one. It's a little fold-out journaling space on coffee dyed paper, decorated up with this floral. I'm sure we can find a place for that in this journal, not in this pocket because I want something shorter, but definitely want to remember that I've got that. I think I want to play with those or pop those in the journal somewhere. So I want something this way rather than portrait. That's what I'm feeling. So I'm just hunting through this pile of ephemera bits out of Spring Bounty to see if something catches my eye. Tending to be vertical. That one could work sideways. It's perhaps a little bit wide. Okay, we might just have to make some. Oh, what a shame that would be. We have to actually make some journal cards. What will we do? Okay, they're all, that's a tag. And that one's sideways, but it's too wide for my narrow pockets here. Isn't it pretty? Okay, well, I guess random bits of fabric, ruffles. That one was not the right way round. We could use this bit. Need to trim it down a little, I think. Yes. But how about we start with that? That's a good, fair enough starting point, isn't it? They're all going to be different. They're not going to be the same. So let's just take a bit off to make it the right width first. I'm not sure how much I need to take off, so we'll just kind of go there. Give it a test. Yes, the width is right, and I think I want to bring it down to that line there to make it the right height. right there. Cool. So fun scraps. Making lots of fun scraps today. Okay, so I want to back this. It's only on copyweight paper, so 80 GSM. Let's find something to back it with. I've got coffee dyed diary page. So let's just use some of that. So that will fit there nicely. I think I might use my double glue method for this. So glue stick in the middle. Is there a side I prefer on this? Oops, chasing my paper. No, I think either side is fine. It's got a little brand name down in the corner, so I am actually, if I go over this side, then I should avoid it on the other side, I think. Is that right? No, that's not right. It's on the same corner, so I need to come over this way. Good thing I use the double glue method, because that glue stick's probably half dry by now. Give it a smooth down. Get any bubbles out. I like to go both sides. And I'm just going to cut this out loosely. Make it a little easier to deal with. Okay, now I come in with my tacky glue and run around the edges. Oops. If I get glue out the bottle, I'm getting close to needing to refill this bottle. So making sure I get into the corner there and just running around the edge. I really like this method. I think it gives me the best results out of all the different gluing methods I've used over the years. Oops. Bit of glue everywhere else. That happens with every gluing method, doesn't it? And this way you don't have to use so many glue pages as well. You don't have to catch the overrun of the glue. And I go through enough glue pages as it is. Oops. Try and stay on. So the narrow tip is important if you want to do this method. It'd be quite a lot more difficult to get under there with a chunky glue nozzle. Not impossible, but more difficult. Right, here we go. Now we'll trim it down. Do I want round corners on this? Potentially. Oops. Try and cut straight. Not succeeding all that well because I've just got it almost on the edge but not quite. So I went out to a community dinner last night. It was very lovely. I was super tired though, so I wasn't functioning at my best. I spent the majority of the time yawning and trying to hide my yawns, and trying to remain engaged in conversation was quite the challenge because I was tired. And you know, when you're actively listening, and particularly as an introvert, which I am full on an introvert, was extremely challenging for me, but it was good. Really enjoyed it. It was fun despite being tired. And I had made the dessert, which was nectarine crumble. 2 great big dishes of it, and it was received really well. I got lots of compliments on it. Everybody loved it, so that was a nice way to end the evening, with people coming and commenting on the crumble and commenting to me without even knowing that I had actually made it, which you know, is even better, because they were just saying how much they enjoyed it and how yummy the crumble was without, so they weren't trying to be nice to me. They were just saying how they'd found it. So I really enjoyed those ones, particularly those ones who didn't actually know I'd made it, because it was obviously their honest feedback. So felt pretty chuffed about that. And we even had a little bit of leftover crumble to bring home, so we have that for dessert tonight. Yummo. Right, I think, oh, how on earth have I got sponge crumbs on this, for goodness sake? It hasn't even been on my desk. It gets everywhere. It's probably as I brush it off and it's just flicking onto it. That's probably what happened. I didn't wait for the glue to dry enough, so I've got some little fuzzy bits there that aren't cut properly. How is the sound? Do let me know how the sound is. I did do a wee test, and I thought it was okay. But, you know, you are the ones who will tell me or let me know if it's not okay. So bear with me if there's any teething issues with the setup. And of course it's different every time because I take the phone in and out, so it moves, and you know, the same with my previous system as well. It was like it was different every time because it's not just in the one static position, never moving. It does have to move. So, and where I've got the new stand in front of my desk, I will have to swing it out the way after filming, otherwise it's right in my TV line. And that makes it very difficult to watch YouTube videos if it's right in my eye line of the TV. Can't be having that. No, 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 no. Right, we're a little bit curly. I'm just going to run it across the edge of my desk, straighten it out a little bit. Right, beautiful base. I think that's so, so pretty. Right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my bin that's actually on the table or the desk in front of me. And I'm thinking maybe a bit of doily. Like, which way is up first? I don't think it really matters, but I need to decide that before I embellish it, so I'm happy. Right, these doilies are a freebie. They were developed by Michelle at the Junk Journal Studio. For my channel. You can only get them through a link on my video, so I will pop that link down on this video, so you can go ahead and grab that. It's 4 pages of doilies in different sizes, different colors. It's stunning, and it's a beautiful embellishment on any project. This is just half of one that I've obviously already used. I often do that, cut them in half and just like have a bit, because I really like that look. I think it's, you know, just gives a little something. I think that's really pretty. So I'm just going to snip it there, and then this bit I'll use on something else. Right, let's ink this up. Yeah, these doilies are so beautiful. I love, love, love using them. Very generous is Michelle. Michelle, if you watch this, thank you. You are a sweetheart. So go and grab yourself a freebie. It's, the link will take you to Google Drive where you can download it and then print it off as often as you wish. Go. Just re-ink that edge. Okay, now focal point, what would we like? We've got so many options as I knock everything over. I'm kind of wondering about purple. It's got a bit of purple and a bit of pink, a bit of yellow. So many choices. It's like, oh, any one of these would be just really pretty. Yellow. I feel like I need to see how it works together. Have I got any irises? I can't actually remember. Let me just dig for a moment. Please excuse me. Oh, there's pansies. Oh, there's this jug of violets. It's a totally different purple. That's okay, I don't mind. That actually stands out really nice on the pink. I know I can't help myself. I've just got to try more and more options. Oh, there's a daffodil. Not quite right, I don't think. Not on this. They're pretty pansies. I actually like those. I think I'm going to go with those. Okay. Right. Pop that there. Let's ink these up. And probably need to do a bit of layering, maybe with book page. The usual suspects. Label or word or number or all of the above. Or stamp. I keep forgetting about my poor stamps. I need like a word or a label or something over there. Do we want book page? I'm not actually convinced that it needs book page, but we're going to try it anyway, because I would rather try it than turn around and go, oh, I really wish I'd put something under that. This is a bit of a vintage recipe book. Or do we want sideways? No idea what the recipe is for, but it's a savoury recipe. Talks about, oh, I think it is. That's weird. It's got cream, parsnip and gherkin. That seems like a really odd combination of ingredients. Very odd. Makes me curious now. What on earth is that a recipe for? Don't know that it sounds particularly appetizing, if I'm honest. I'm just going to go for it. Why not? Ooh, I think that glue page has done its dash. Yeah, odd ingredients, I must say. The funny thing about old recipes is, yeah, they're like, really? Oh, no thanks. Not my cup of tea, or my whatever it's supposed to be. It's like the recipe books that are all done in aspic. If you know the ones, they're all like ingredients that are suspended in a jelly, often a clear jelly. And some of them are savoury, some of them are sweet, and they were a big hit. I'm not sure when, actually. It was before my time, I think. I certainly never made any. But you see them in a lot of recipe books of, I think, around the 60s, maybe the 70s. And they just don't look that appetizing. I may have the era wrong. They may be from a different time period, but I know I've seen books of it now. Yeah, it's like that combination of ingredients suspended in a clear jelly that doesn't look that flavoursome. Yeah, no, not for me. No thanks. No, this is not what I want, I don't think. Although we have got some like fun tickets and bits and pieces in here. Could go like that, or these are from another kit from the Junk Journal Studio. Labels of Days Gone By, I think it's called. You'd think I'd remember the name of all these things, wouldn't you? But no. Oh, that's really pretty. Love that design. I also have these. This is the smallest size in this little tray. I have got they come in different sizes within the kit, but I actually like the daintiness of that. No, I want it up there. So I think I'm going with that. So I've got a lot of information to link in the description box. If I forget something, which is entirely probable, let me know, because yeah, I need to link everything that I'm using. There's some flower girls in this Spring Bounty kit too. I'm just wondering whether there's a little girl or something I might want. No, I think that's too much. Okay, that answered that. Do I want anything else there? Want something like this? No, I just like that. So we still get these beautiful flowers in the background. Get this prettiness, bit of book page. Yes, I'm happy with that. Actually, could do a little bit of lace or something under the label. Maybe. Have I got something in my scrap? Oh, I've got to be careful because it's a glass dish. So when I grab it, if I lift the lid and drop it, I'm going to end up breaking the dish. So I've got to just be careful how I get it. Have I got a scrap here? Maybe this. Oops, upside down with care. Oh yeah, I like that. Just a little snippet poking out from underneath. Look, and we've still got another snippet for another label. Right, isn't it pretty though? It's from a lovely lady in our community who just recently moved into a rest home. And so I got that pretty dish from her. It's not crystal, it's just cut glass, but I think it's rather pretty. And just lovely sitting on the corner of my desk. Right. What glue would I like? I think I'll go my alcohol glue. Peel off the glob at the top that's all dried. Oh, squeeze it. It's coming. It's coming. I promise it's coming. It's getting quite low. Mind you, I've been saying that for a while now. Oh, it's still got a plug in there, I think. That's why it's not coming out. I can see it right at the tip. It's just not coming out. There we go. Got it. So I'm just going to put a little rectangle of it there. And then I'll put some more on this label. It's probably a bit overkill, but I don't want it to come off, so just use as much glue as we think we need. Cute. Give it a good press while I close the glue. Oh, that's sweet. I haven't inked the back, so while that's drying, let's ink the back. Lovely writing lines there, which is cool. I love old diaries for, well, not even that old. It's this year's diary that they were selling off cheap at the shop because it's too far through the year. So some of these diaries I picked up for 7 cents each, like incredible amount of paper. and then just take them apart and coffee dye them, and beautiful paper for 7 cents for like however many pages, lots of pages. Yeah, and I just cover over bits that I don't want or work around them, or I like how that label sticks up there too. Yay, how are we doing on time, guys? Oh, we haven't got a lot of time left, but maybe time enough to fill this next pocket. If I can make a snappy decision or two. So, paper. What have we got? What's that? That might go at the top one, actually. How about we do the top one then? Let's work on that and use the scrap. Since it's running around, we may as well use it. It does need to be cut down. It's a bit too wide. I'm just going to take a gamble and go here. Another fun tiny wee scrap. And let's test it. No, a bit more. Bit more. Right, I think that should be fine. But let's test it again, just to make sure before we progress. And the height is perfect. Awesome. Perfect height and good width. Right, let's back it again. Let's use, see, I love the features of this. There's like a schedule and a let's try that again. To-do list, and then a box for a quote, and then I cover over like the day and time if it happens to be on something. But I think we can just do the to-do list and just a few of the ends of those lines and avoid the date. Fine, cool. Just gonna drop that. So I'm going to use the same method of gluing. Oh gosh, I'm getting hungry. That's because it's my snack time. Need my afternoon snack. Keep me going. But we're almost done with this video. Almost that time. Right. Oh gosh, now I've said I'm hungry, so all I can think of now is how hungry I am. Isn't that awful? Power of suggestion, even to oneself. It is a thing. Most definitely is a thing. I should have a drink actually. I haven't had a drink this entire time I've been filming. And that's probably part of why I'm feeling so hungry, because I'm actually thirsty as well. Oops. So I normally have a cup, as you know, when I'm recording. But I finished one not just like a few minutes before I put the camera on, so I thought, no, I'll be fine. We'll just get into the video. So I'm just going to glue this, give that a moment, and I'm just going to have a wee sip of my drink. I know we're running out of time, but I need a drink. Just of my cold drink. Right. Let's cut this out now. Snippity snip snip. Gosh, I can't cut and talk. Right, here we go. It's a, I don't know, scrap. I'm sure I'll find some how to use it. Yeah, so we've just got the to-do list, and then we've got these lines here, so you use it however, or just completely ignore the to-do bit and just write straight across. My punch board is what I'm looking for. That one felt a bit soft. It's not doing too badly. Here we go. I think the glue is almost dry. It was just a little bit on the edges there. Okay, inking time. Now this is a floral themed journal, but we don't need to put flowers on everything, do we? I mean, nothing wrong if we did. But I'm thinking, you know, we can throw in some butterflies or birds or greenery or a pretty lady or something. Or should I say someone? Shouldn't call a person a something. This is too big, but like we could even put a bunny on. Or how sweet is that? A bunny in the flower garden. Oh, now I want to use a bunny. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Let's see, can we find a smaller bunny? There's this cute lamb too. And the lamb's sweet as well. I mean, we could cut the bottom off of the bunny or the lamb's legs, but it's also little chicks. Super sweet. Yeah, you're tall too, Mr. Bunny. So I'm sure there's a smaller bunny in here somewhere. The basket with birds and flowers, that's pretty. Not with this, but with the bigger chicks. Oh my gosh, too cute. A frog. What about a frog in the flower garden? It's cute. I'm having way too much fun. Should be illegal. Bird. Oh, I actually like the way that the colour here ties in with some of the colours of the flowers. That's actually quite nice. But I'm still on the hunt for I don't think I've used the smaller bunny. There's the lamb. There's a smaller lamb. I don't think the lamb's what I'm wanting. Sorry, I don't know even if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just hunting through this pile. Oh, here we go. I found him after all this. He might be a bit small actually. I mean, it would be perfect if I was going vertical. Like, look how well that would work. But I'm not doing vertical. So I think I'm going to go with the bird. Okay, I'm trying to make snappy decisions. Is it working? Probably not. Oh, we're counting down. We haven't got much time. So that's another bit of that same recipe. So I like that there. Let's pop that on. Just gluing off to the side. You probably have no idea what I'm doing because you can't see it, but I'm just gluing. Oh, it's going to cover that flower, but oh well. Never mind. You can still see some of the flower. Yeah, still get some of the flower. It's all good. It's a digital. We can print it again and use it again. It's not like we're losing it and never see it again. We can just print out another copy and use it somewhere else, like I made the wee envelope in the last video on this journal. Sometimes I've got to remind myself, it is a digital, I can print it again. Right, got some ink around you, Mr. Birdie. I might just ink in the, it's not white, it is got a colour to it, but I just want to blend it in a little bit more. Like that. Cool. And I'm going to pop him down, and I think maybe a word on this one might be nice. Go. You've now got a home, pretty birdie. So like a little word down here. Sorry about my words from the, oh, we could use a definition from the Spring Bounty. I think it's called, this one is words, phrases and definitions, or I don't know if it's in that order, I can't actually remember. Now we've got flower. We've got quotes. That one talks about a butterfly. We've got a bird that talks about a bunny. Growth. Bunny kisses. What sort of accent was that? Bunny kisses. Lovely. Oh gosh, any of these would just be perfect. Oh, what about this? No bird soars too high if he soars with his own wings. How about we go with that? Because it matches with the birdie. Because you can have birds in your floral journal, because birds love flowers. Feasting on the insect life, drinking the nectar, helping to pollinate. Just like the bees do, birds help pollinate. Okay, oops, it's like lost the word there for a moment. It's like, where did I put it? Thought I'd ended up putting it back in the container. That would have been annoying. Do I want anything under it? We do have this little bit of doily. I think it's the wrong colour for this though. What about this green one that I've folded and then didn't end up using on something? Yeah, let's use that. So I'm just going to cut it where that fold line is, since it's already got a fold line. Sponge crumb. Just a little snippet down the corner there. Gluing off to the side again, because you know, gluing is gluing. Just running a glue stick over top. It's not super essential that you see it, is it? Well, if it is, let me know. Like if it really annoys you that I glue off out of frame, let me know, because it's something I can change. If you'd prefer to see me running my glue stick over the page, just like I'm trying to get scraps of gluey paper off my finger off to the other side of the camera that don't want to let go. Right, pop this on, and then I think we're done for today. I think that video is probably going to be just a few seconds over, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. So we got our pockets done. and we've made 2 journal cards, so we've just got 1 journal card to make. So there, I will need to do things off camera. It won't be a start to finish, otherwise this journal will take me too long to actually get through. The bird's tail sticking up. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to pop along to the giveaway video, watch, like and comment on that one to enter the giveaway, and then you can come back to this one and make a comment here, and that will gain you an additional entry. Okay, take care my friends. Have a fantastic weekend. I hope it brings you all sorts of love and laughter. Until next week, see you.